Hello, it's Doris with Aldi Books. I should just retitle this channel to Aldi Work because I am buried in it. If you can't see, like it's everywhere. It's just everywhere. Let me measure it for you. Got my ruler here. 7 inches. I've got 7 inches of grading on top of planning and meetings, and I'm dying. Anyway, so this is gonna have to be a fast one. And I know I said I was gonna try to upload my little zines because I did take a minute to make a zine. These are actually super quick to make, believe it or not. But I just have no time to remember how to load them to Dropbox. Maybe one day. Anyway, diving right in. So this video is my genre favorites from 2023. So we might as well just call this the fantasy chapter. I am super excited to get back into fantasy this year. I've already this is gonna be the year of fantasy. But I didn't realize that I was dipping my toes in it last year. So a lot of my favorites were fantasy. That's why I want to read more this year. Makes sense. Anyway, Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. This has been everywhere for good reason. Cozy fantasy. We've got a retired mercenary ogre who kind of gets forced back into working to defend her coffee shop that she is establishing in her retirement, and her found family along the way. Then we have Wayward, a witchy fantasy by Amelia Hart. This one was like a sheer cover buy. I don't remember where I even saw it for the first time, but look at that. Oh. And it was really good. So it's a modern day woman who her mother has isolated her or hidden the witchy side of their family from her, so she doesn't know. But then you get the 3 storylines interwoven, so with her aunt and then a woman who was put on trial for witchcraft back in, I think, the 1600s. So such a good book. And then I went on a major monstrous bender. If you were there, I ripped through this graphic novel series. I think there's 7. I need to check if the 8th one is out because I know they left me hanging, but wow. These are really dark, so just be aware. But if you're into graphic novels, I want to check it out. They're dark. You were warned. Another fabulous one, The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi by Shannon Chakraborty. This one is epic fantasy by the author that I read a few years back. It's Kingdom of Copper and, that trilogy. But this one is a retired mercenary pirate, and she has to go back in the business to protect her daughter. So, and another found fantasy family. She, recruits her old cohorts, and so fun. So another one, Popicio by Leone Ross. Magical realism. So if you like magical realism, this is a fun one. It's whimsical. It's very literary. It's pretty, you got to pay attention to it or you'll get lost, but really cool, interesting. Caribbean, if you do Caribathon each year, is a good one. And then The Light from Uncommon Stars by Rika Oiki. This is so good. So this one I would say is literary as well. Quirky fantasy. This one, when I first read the description, I thought that might be too much because it's the devil has made a deal with this violin instructor and she has to turn over, I think, 8 souls to him before a given time period, violin virtuosos. And she crosses paths with this alien family that's running a donut shop. Their planet has, like exploded or something, and they've immigrated to Earth. So I know it sounds like way too much. The last piano virtuoso that this woman finds and is trying to get her to sign a deal with the devil is a trans woman. So, I mean, for real, it sounds like way too much going on in one book, but it totally works. It truly. Then we have a romance. So, Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. Oh, this is like the best romance ever. Oh. So this woman is like, I don't know, 35 or something like that. She's runs an ER, and she like is overwhelmed with work and things, and ends up with this guy that lives out in the country that's like 10 years younger than her, and he's living in this little shack and running a bed and breakfast. I mean, it's not a shack, it's just like a small little guest house on the property, maybe. I don't remember, but so good. Oh God, this is everything about this book was perfect, and the follow-up is really good as well. There's 2 out, and I'm hoping, I got my fingers crossed that the second one was one of the girls, the woman's friends, and the third one I got my fingers crossed that it's one of the guy's friends, the one that has the pet pig. I'm dying for him to find somebody. Anyway, then we have a mystery. I don't read many of those, but Heidi and I have been reading the C.J. Sanson Shard Lake series. Revelation is the one we read this year, and this is so good. So these are the main guy is a lawyer in medieval England right after Thomas Cromwell. It's like the first couple in the series, Cromwell is still in the books. And so, yeah, it's all about the dissolution of the Catholic Church, the monasteries and all those things. But there's mysteries involved, like legit mysteries. So really cool series, historical mysteries. And then I'm just tacking on a couple of poetry collections at the end because I tried to read a little bit of poetry last year. And these 2 I got along with. So Above Ground by Clint Smith. This is the author that wrote How the Word is Passed, which won the BookTube prize a couple years ago, I think. But his poetry deals a lot with societal issues. And then House of Light by Mary Oliver. A lot of beautiful poems in this, and it focuses a lot on nature, which I love. So anyway, those are my favorites in kind of the genres, and then my top 10 faves is hopefully coming tomorrow. So I don't have time for an OOTD. I did wear my Merci graphic sweaters. I love them still. And I decided I'm doing a themed week, so I'm basing my outfits on my sock collection. So I'm wearing my new, can you see? Be Happy, and those are little cherries. So, yeah, anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I gotta get back to work, but I will be back soon. Bye.